all see the basic principles of the Charter challenged in Ukraine, where Russia has been waging an illegal and unprovoked war of aggression against its neighbor. A very brutal war with horrific numbers of dead and wounded, soldiers and civilians. We support US and all efforts to end the war through high-level diplomacy. Since the beginning of the war, and especially since March, many initiatives have been launched to end this war. Ukraine showed several times that they are ready for peace. But instead, Russia continues its attacks on cities and villages, on schools, on hospitals and kindergartens. Russia even escalates now towards the EU and NATO countries, and this is unacceptable. Austria calls urgently for an immediate ceasefire as a precondition for genuine talks to end this war. Russia cannot simply talk peace during the day and bomb during the night. And it is absolutely clear that it is up to Ukraine and Europe to decide on our hopefully common future and security architecture. But Ukraine and Gaza are not alone. In Sudan, civilians face massacres while a humanitarian catastrophe unfolds on an unparalleled scale. In Haiti, gang violence and organized crime hold an entire nation hostage. In Afghanistan, women and girls are denied their most basic human rights. Against the backdrop of rising insecurity and armed conflicts, countries are now heavily investing in security and defense, also in Europe, also in Austria. We all have the duty to protect our citizens. This is necessary as we are confronted with the biggest war on our continent since 1945. But let us not fool ourselves. Growing nuclear arsenals or uncontrolled autonomous weapons systems will not make our world a safer one. While we all must ensure the safety and security of our populations, we must never give up on international humanitarian law, and we must ban weapons which kill randomly. Excellencies, today we face growing disregard of the UN Charter itself, a rising tide of coercion and unilateralism, a dangerous erosion of trust. The United Nations were born out of the ashes of war and the promise of never again. Does the UN still live up to this promise? Is the UN still fit for purpose? What we do today matters. We must not fail our ancestors. We must not fail our population. We must not fail our children. We must therefore ensure our activeness, an active world community, and effective United Nations that can deliver. Austria is ready to do its part to fulfill the UN's promise, to engage in open and fair dialogue, to build true partnerships, to rebuild trust that has been eroded by reckless actions of one country without considerations of others. It is about